Well, this is what Friday nights are all about. Games like this, in a league like this, pure football theatre. The last time these two shared the same stage, Leicester City were later carried out the front door of the Championship by their fans to the Premier League, hoping not to see the Championship again. Birmingham City were bundled out of the back door into lower league football, wondering what was next. But now the comeback is greater than the setback, and Birmingham City are not planning on hanging around in the Championship for too long. Their eyes are on the Premier League. And Leicester on the approach here. Here's Fatawu. Fatawu! Defences are defenceless in the Championship when Abdul Fatawu's in town. He leaves his calling card again.
Well, we were talking about him, but he's benefited by some really hesitant defending from Ethan Laird. And he will be thrilled. His team have started well. They've been on the front foot. Ethan Laird, who's been so good so far this season, just hesitates and Leicester pounce. And you just wonder how big the first goal was going to be. But just there, as the ball, look at that, drops between Laird and the midfield area. Didn't know whether to stick or twist. Backed off. And that allowed Abdul Fatawu to seize the ball, and once he gets that ball onto that left foot, he is never going to miss the target. It's calmness, it's composure, it's brilliant, but Birmingham City will say it was avoidable.
But he missed so much of the last campaign, injured in November, but once again in the Championship, back fit and firing, showing what he can do. Now, what's the Birmingham City response here? Say Samuel on the charge, he goes down. Birmingham have a look, as does the referee. Goal kick is the outcome.
Well, that was better from Birmingham, the way they moved the ball. The ball out to brighter Say Samuel. We know his trickery. Just for a second gets past Luke Thomas, who doesn't commit. There's a slight clash of knees, but never enough.
Well, Chris Davis making his points and making it strongly to David Webb. Demarai Gray. Clara. Iwata. No trouble for Stolacic.
Chance was there, wasn't it, to take the strike. Decided to have a touch, didn't back himself. Doesn't matter whether it flies high, wide. But if you catch one just right from there, you just never know what might happen.
Well, there's John Rudkin, the director of football here, who has been in the eye of the storm when it comes to criticism from Leicester City fans during last season and the relegation which followed. Demarai Gray. I fancy this. Gray's ball in. Say Samuel was forward.
Well, that is the best by a million miles that Birmingham have created, and having got up really early, watch how early Say Samuel gets up. Tight one, whether he's onside, but having got up, he really has to be doing better. Has to be concentrating on heading the ball down. And again, lack of a finish.
Leicester City hunting something on the counter-attack. Daka just has to check his run. He was offside initially, then he was caught off the ball, and a yellow card shown to Clara.
Yeah, that's a good spot by the referee, because it was off the ball.
Forward by Thomas. Clara in the way. It's Dakar. It's still going.
Well, I can tell you that's their first shot since the goal in the 8th minute.
As Birmingham look for a way back into this game. Kyogo had time to spin and get the shot away, and then is taken out just outside the box by Ricardo Pereira.
Can't believe it, Ricardo Pereira. Must feel that he got the ball. Oh, that is a foul. He's lucky not to see a yellow card. He goes right over the ball there, look. Oh, I'll tell you what. If VAR were in operation, they'd be having a serious look at this. He's right over the ball, and that would be a red card.
Usual setup. Of course, they have to make sure there's a big enough gap between the wall of Leicester and the wall of Birmingham.
Yeah, they'll be aware of that now, surely.
Is this Demarai Gray's moment on his return to Leicester City? Demarai Gray, the wall did his job initially, Anderson having a swing, and then Stolarczyk having to guard his near post. He's not been caught into action too much this evening, he had to be sharp there.
Oh, good concentration from the keeper, the ball bubbles around, Anderson has a go, falls to Laird. It's a smart stop.
Birmingham looking to try and make one of these corners count. Gain its arrow towards the far post, and it loops over from Clara as Stolarczyk was left floundering.
Well, the goalkeeper's most involvement in the whole game in the space of a minute. He's holding his arm. I think the referee has said that that's a foul. Tommy Doyle's got a hold of him. Spotted by the referee. Clara wouldn't have known that. Can't keep the ball down. But here's the chance for Ethan Laird after a bit of pinball. Stolarczyk out quickly, spreads himself. Excellent.
What's the height of Leicester's ambition here? Here's Jeremy Monga, huge buzz around the stadium when the teenager picks up possession. Here he is again. Monga's ball in, and that should do it! Jeremy Monga involved again, and Ricardo Pereira there to finish it off, and finish, surely, Birmingham City off. Leicester City facing a rising championship force here tonight, but they remind Birmingham that they are around too.
Well, that's why the scouts used to go home if he wasn't playing. Jeremy Monga, take a bow. I mean, he's barely touched the ball. This might be his first involvement since he came on the pitch, and Ricardo Pereira is the beneficiary. But this is just brilliant. The only thing in his mind is, how can I hurt them? Little give and go, it's brilliant. But then there's a feint, and then there's the cross, and Pereira catches Keshi Anderson on his heels at the far post. And the Birmingham player reaction tells you he knows. He's switched off, and Leicester take full advantage. But it's all about this young, soon-to-be superstar. I've got no doubt about that.
Leicester City needed a statement win to give them lift-off this season, and this could be it. They weren't at their most fluent, their most fluid, but they've emerged with 3 big points against the Birmingham City, who have been on the rise. And look at the reaction. The first goal from Abdul Fatawu, trademark explosive left foot finish. And the second came late in the piece from Ricardo Pereira. but made by 16-year-old Jeremy Monga, who was already turning towards the Leicester fans, shouting goal by the looks of it, before Ricardo Pereira got on the end of his cross. It is finished at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City 2, Birmingham City 0.